Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving deep into something that's, well, the absolute foundation of getting seen online, choosing the right SEO keywords. It's both an art and a science, and we're going to break it all down. All right, so I love this quote because it just nails the whole issue. Finding the right keywords, it really is like that Goldilocks story. You're searching for the porridge that's just right. It's not about grabbing any keyword. You got to find the one that fits. Too hot, too cold, neither one is going to work. So let's really dig into this challenge, what we're calling the porridge problem. And trust me, it's a balancing act that pretty much everyone struggles with when they're putting content out there on the web. And here's the problem in a nutshell, right? On one side, you go for something super broad. That's your too hot bowl. You're targeting a massive, popular term, but you're up against literally thousands of others, and your voice just gets completely drowned out. Then, on the other side, you have the too cold bowl. You pick something so ridiculously specific, so niche, that almost nobody is even looking for it, you might end up talking to an empty room. Okay, so before we find that perfect, just right temperature, let's just pause for a second. We need to make sure we're all on the same page about what keywords actually are and, why they're such a big deal in the first place. Think of it this way. Keywords are basically the words and phrases people type into Google. They're the search queries. But for you, they're the DNA of your content. I mean, if you stripped a web page down to its bare bones, no images, no fancy design, the words and phrases that remain, those are your keywords. They are literally what your content is about. Right, so why are we spending all this time on them? What makes them so incredibly important? Why does getting this one little thing right have such a huge, massive ripple effect on your entire online strategy? Because they are the bridge. They are the linchpin that connects everything. Just picture it. Someone out there has a question, a problem, a need. They go to a search engine and type it in. Your keywords are like a giant flashing sign that tells the search engine, hey, over here, I've got the answer. They are the connection between what someone is looking for and the solution you provide. It's how you get that amazing, free, organic traffic. All right, so now that we get the why, let's head to the tasting room. We're going to break this whole thing down by looking at the three main types of keywords. Yep, you guessed it, our three bowls of porridge. Okay, this table, right here, this is basically the whole game plan. Look closely at the pattern. As we go down the list from generic to long tail, you see traffic, competition, and cost all go from high to low. But then, and this is the kicker, look at that last column, conversion potential. It does the complete opposite. It goes from low to high. That trade-off right there is the secret you need to understand. So first up, we have our too hot bowl. These are the big, generic keywords. We're talking one or two words, like digital cameras. Sure, they get a ton of traffic, but the problem is the people searching for this are usually just kicking tires, They're just browsing. The competition is insane, and the chances of them actually buying something, pretty low. Now let's swing all the way to the other side of the room, to the too cold bowl. These are the long tail keywords. They're super specific phrases, sometimes even full questions. Now, they don't get a lot of search traffic, that's for sure. But, and this is a big but, the person typing this in, they know exactly what they're looking for. They are on a mission. So when they land on your page, they are ready to go and way more likely to convert. And that, of course, brings us right to the middle, the just right bowl, the broad match keywords. This is your sweet spot. These terms are the heart of a really strong strategy. They're more focused than those huge generic terms, but not quite as hyper-specific as the long-tail ones. They hit that perfect balance of getting enough traffic from people who are actually interested in what you have to offer. But wait, there's more. Every good recipe has a secret ingredient, right? Well, here's a bit of a pro tip that's going to make your just right porridge taste even better. It's something called latent semantic indexing, or LSI. Okay, I know that sounds super technical and complicated, but honestly, the idea is really simple. All it means is that search engines are smart now. They don't just hunt for the exact keyword you typed, they understand context. They look for synonyms, related topics, and other concepts to get the bigger picture of what your page is really about. For instance, check this out. If your page title is classic cars, Google's algorithm is smart enough to expect to see other related words on that page. Words like collectors, automobile, maybe some brand names like Bentley or Austin or even car auctions. When it sees those related terms, it's like a big check mark. It tells the search engine, yep, this page knows what it's talking about. It proves you have a real depth, and that makes you look more authoritative to, well, everyone, both people and bots. So how do you actually take advantage of this? Well, it's really just about good old-fashioned common sense and best practices. Stay on topic. Don't try to cram your keyword in every other sentence. That's called stuffing, and search engines hate it. Please, never use those article spinning tools that just pump out garbage. If you hire someone to write for you, make sure they're good. And hey, use free tools like Google Search Console. It'll literally show you what keywords you're already showing up for. At the end of the day, it's all about creating great, genuine content. Okay, so let's put it all together. How do we take all these ingredients and bake them into a final, actionable, just right strategy? And here it is, the big secret. You don't pick just one bowl. The best, strongest strategies use a mix of all three. It's like a balanced diet. You use those just right broad match keywords as your foundation. Then you sprinkle in those super specific long tail keywords to catch that highly motivated traffic. And yeah, you even go after a few of those big generic keywords to build your site's overall authority and brand awareness.
And let me just put this in big, bold, flashing letters. The old school trick of just jamming your keyword onto the page 100 times, it is dead. It does not work anymore. Thanks to major updates, search engines are now focused on understanding the meaning and intent behind a search. It's all about natural, conversational language now.
So, look, if you walk away from this with only one thought in your head, please let it be this one. SEO is not a lottery ticket. It's a savings account. It's an investment that grows and compounds over time. Every bit of work you do today to rank for a keyword builds up your website's authority, and that authority helps all your other keywords rank better down the road. It's a snowball effect, so the sooner you start pushing, the bigger it gets. And that's our explainer. So I'll leave you with this question to get you started. What are the just right keywords that your audience is searching for right now? The answer to that, well, that's the key to your entire strategy.